I'm sure we're going to have a lot of bloopers for this one. Okay, let's start. Hello and welcome to I think is a very interesting video. Now, I was chatting with Franco earlier today, and in the car, he drives me to the Magic Circle, and he said, why not film a video with Jim? Because both of them do martial arts. Now, you might have seen, if you haven't seen the videos already, there's a video with Franco, go watch that. There's a video with Jim, go watch that. But they are into martial arts, and I think there's a lot of similarities with martial arts and magic. So let's find out what inspired them to get into martial arts and how close it is to magic and what helps them. So let's start with Franco first. What do you have to say about your style of martial arts? What kind of martial arts do you do?
Well, it's Wing Chun, Kung Fu. You know, Bruce Lee done Wing Chun, but Bruce Lee done another style. So he combined, you know, different style.
Okay.
And I took up martial arts because I used to be a busker. I used to play music down the underground.
Yeah.
And I had so many problems, so you know, I had to do something to defend myself. That's all.
Course,
only for self-defense.
So how many people have you beaten up then?
Well, I slapped a few people.
And Jim, what about you? What's your style?
I do a variety of martial arts. I'm actually a jiu-jitsu 8th Dan, and I've got a 4th Dan in karate and kickboxing. I was a national British coach, but I don't class kickboxing as a martial art. It's a spin-off. Okay. 45 years, I think, in martial arts experience.
Yeah, he's been here for a lot longer. Yeah.
Well, I've been doing for 35 years. Yeah.
Now the call. Yeah, 45. I've been fight.
The length of time is irrelevant.
No,
right. What does Kancho mean?
Oh, Kancho. My grandma gave me that name. And it was given to me because my mum was holding me on the bus one day and she dropped me, and my grandma shouted out, "Catch him!" She went, "Oh," so they called it Kancho.
Was that true?
No. Kancho is the name. It's a very, very traditional name given to the head of a house. So basically, you're the head of the house, which might be the martial art house, as Franco would say. That you know, dojo. You know what dojo means? Yeah. Dojo's a house.
That's right. Yeah.
And there's only probably about, in the UK, I only know about 4 or 5 Kanchos, but I think throughout the world, there's like that people take that title. There's about 100 people got that title, but it's nothing to do with the game that they play in Japan, which is Kancho.
I know. I googled that nowadays.
Nothing to do with that.
Okay, so let's go straight into the magic and martial arts now. Franco, what do you think that is helpful with your martial arts and magic? Is that very helpful?
Well, it's kind of similar, you know, because it's artistry. You know, martial arts is an art.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's you know, how to defend yourself. You know.
You spoke about the eye contact earlier.
Eye contact is very important. Eye contact. You know, Jim would say that.
Yeah.
You know, because if I have 3-4 people around me, I have to, you know, be like the cat, watching them all, you know. And, well, it happened. I've been attacked by 3 people, but unfortunately, I beat them up.
Fortunately.
I'm sure for them, yeah. And what about you? What do you think is so helpful with martial arts?
I think that's interesting what Franco said there, because what he's saying is you have to watch around. It's your awareness, because you know, you got to be aware of people when you do magic, that you're using the right angles, etc. And we can't give anything away because we're in the magic circle. But for me, it's purely the discipline. The discipline to be able to study. Any good martial artist will only develop with self-discipline. You can't put discipline into somebody, they have to develop it, in my opinion. And therefore magic requires a massive amount of discipline. So that's how I relate it to, you know, how it relates to me, because if I didn't have a discipline, I wouldn't be sitting here in the magic circle.
That's right, it's the discipline, yeah, I agree with Jim, you know, because discipline in martial arts, discipline in magic, that you're doing the things. You talk, oh, you're right, yes, I will show you this, you know. And eye contact is very important as well, you know. It's,
that's a good point, yeah.
There's one other point,
actually,
that my old instructor, I mean, I trained with Professor Wally J, he's an actual Chinese Hawaiian, and he was responsible for Bruce Lee developing the 1-inch punch, and his theory was distraction. one of his theories was small circle, which is tightening circle, but also distraction. And distraction would be that someone's throwing a punch at you, and I've had it in a real fight once because I used to do door security. I'm an ex-police officer as well, and that is that someone throws a punch at you, or you're about to retaliate. By putting the hand up, they look at that hand, which is a distraction, which is something that we use in magic, and boom, they get that in retaliation. So that's something I would relate to magic.
Well, that is nice because that's a good point, because distraction is something we use a lot. I mean, I usually roll a coin here or toss something up in the air and catch it here to get the attention here, but I think you learn that. So I could be pretty good at martial arts, right?
Oh yeah, well you know, actually you look like a martial arts man.
I do look like.
Please don't beat me up.
I don't think I've been in a fight. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been in a fight. Probably when I was a kid. I don't remember that.
Well, you know, sorry, if you don't mind, I mean to say, you know, it's not because you do martial arts you want to go and beat up people. No, it's not like that. Martial arts, you become a good disciplined man. Respect your neighbor, respect the people around you. But unfortunately, there are bullies people, because I'm a small guy, you know. So that's why I had so many problems, because they think they can have you, because being a small guy, you understand. So I went to do martial arts. I took up Wing Chun Kung Fu by a master from Malaysia, you know. So I said, well, this would be good, because also the reason I took up Kung Fu Wing Chun, because I saw the film of Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. I said, wow. This is I would like to learn something like that. I'm not Bruce Lee, you know. My name is Franco. Hey, senor, take it easy, all right? But I'm very peaceful man. But don't wind me up. I'll slap your cappuccino, okay?
That is so typical Franco.
You said about he looks like a martial artist. Okay, I'm going to take you on a little bit of a history trip here. Okay, I do Japanese martial arts predominantly, Japanese, and Franco does Chinese martial arts. Okay, now much of Japanese martial arts derived from Chinese martial arts, but it goes back beyond Chinese to India, which is where the Shaolin temples believed that it moved from to China. And from China, some of the Okinawan islands, that they had their own form of martial arts, which become karate, and then the Japanese during the occupation took that off them and placed it into the military sort of like combat situation. And they, in a way, they kind of stole the martial art from the Chinese in a way, and they turned it into a Japanese martial art. And then karate derived into jiu-jitsu in a way, because it was practiced on mainly grassy areas, and there was throws involved. How does that come from? So really, you know, Franco's art was probably the original art, but it goes back further. It goes back to where your ancestors come from.
Wow. See,
in India.
Maybe you mean like the Nepal, that sort of area?
Yes.
Or,
yeah, definitely. India is the one place that it's situated back to. No one can go back that far, because when the Shaolin Temple broke up during the fall of China, during the occupation, I don't know if it was during the Japanese occupation but the Shaolin Temple broke up, and all the different styles separated, the animal styles. And to this day, they're still trying to bring it back together.
Wow.
They believe some people believe that.
That's good information. See, I didn't know that. And in terms of teaching, now I know Franco does classes, so tell them about your class. If anyone wants to learn Franco's style of martial arts, where could they learn?
Well, it's off the Houston Road.
Okay.
Yeah. I only do once a week. You know?
Once a week. So what I'll do is I'll put your number.
Once a week.
Do you mind if you put your phone number down
6:30 to 8:30. 2 hours. We do Qi Kung, Tai Chi.
Okay.
You know, because we need to strengthen our body. It's not only to learn a technique. If you're not strong, if you don't have strong arm, you know, someone can hit you in your arm. You feel the pain. But by doing Qi Kung and Tai Chi, you know that. We strengthen our body. It's internal strength.
Right.
Even the history of the nun, you know, in China, they were weak.
Right.
I understand. You know what I understand. You know, but then they were start to do this sort of Qi Kung. You know, all the stretch and the breathing exercise. You know, and they became strong. and that's how this Qigong was born. You know what I mean?
I see.
And the Japanese stole that and they call it Zanshin.
The story's there. You know, you come from long way. You know,
Right.
we happen to do martial arts, and I respect Jim because you know it's a good martial arts man, and I've seen his what he can do. You know, I say, hey, Jim, I don't mess around with you, Jim.
So no idea.
No.
But so what? So,
My
so
respect,
tell us,
man, to you.
tell us one more time. So, would you mind if you put your phone number down in the video, or would you prefer them contact you on
No,
Facebook?
if you can put the phone, you know,
Okay,
I
so
don't mind.
please give me
I really
permission.
appreciate it.
You're going to get Franco's personal phone number below in the video. And if you ever want to get in touch with Franco to learn some of this martial arts, you heard him in Houston, somewhere near you. And how much do you charge for this sort of
Well,
stuff?
it's only £10.
There you go.
£10 for 2 hours.
£10 for 2 hours, you cannot go wrong. And Jim, what about you? You have classes too?
Yeah, I'm only teaching once a week at the moment. I hope,
Okay.
I hope that I'm hoping to retire next year. Not
no.
from martial arts, no, from work.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to open up more schools teaching. But at the moment I teach once a week. I teach in Luton at a school called Denby. It's easy to Google.
Okay.
And I only charge £4.50 a lesson.
Competitive.
Yeah.
He's doing it for cheaper, Franco.
Rates are higher in London, but as Franco said, my story is the only story I got is I become a bad boy in the British Transport Police. I actually had somebody attack me with a bladed weapon, and I used martial arts on that person rather than the training that the police gave me.
Oh.
And I overcome the person and saved somebody's life in the process. Because he tried to stab me, he'd already stabbed somebody else, and I got disciplined for it, and I faced charges and everything.
Oh my God.
And then later on, when it was all over, I got a commendation, and you'll have a picture of that, by the way, to
Okay.
show on here.
All right, perfect,
I got commendated by the area commander for that, but I still to this day is known as a bad boy in British Transport
Well, that's
Police.
not a funny story. That's a good story. That's a heroic story, right?
And it's such a true one in the sense that I actually got disciplined for it, you know.
Wow. Well, thank you for watching this little video. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, give us actually, do you know what? I don't want to tell you what to like and comment. In fact, Tom Whitestone is going to tell you what to do. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Technique.
We can show the techniques if you want
Technique.
to. Okay, so let's...
Technique.
I'm a bloody foreigner, my friend. So one of the geezer, he came to me, you know, he shouted in my ear. You know, this is true story, you know. He shouted in my ear. You know, I was playing the saxophone. And he says to me, don't give me cappuccino, know what I mean? So I slapped him twice, you know. I said, my friend, if you don't want cappuccino, I'll give you espresso. True story.
It's supposed to be non-violent.
I'm a peaceful man. I'm very peaceful. But
just don't scream in his ear, that's all. Pause him and put the phone down.
To me, your family, but cross me, I'll open you up like a cannon.
Exactly.
But Jim, is someone come and stamp on your foot? What do you do? Come on.
You
don't like
can
that.
either scream or hit them really hard. I generally scream.
I have to show you, Paul is having a blast with this
You
one.
white shit!
Look, he's got a ball there.
It's gone, disappeared.
That is great.
Kancho.
Franco,
Shoot!
how much?
How much?
How much? Senor, you want to do
He's taking over this. He's taking over this video. Look, he's standing up.
Shut up! All right. Sorry, man. Are you all right? Lovely, sir. No, I mean, Governor. Cheers, mate, sir.
This is Japanese technique.
Let's do a thumbnail. Let's do a thumbnail. Yeah, do a pose for a thumbnail. Perfect. Got it. Thank you.
Hi, this is Tom, and I hope you're enjoying Brendan's videos. I'm sorry for gate crashing yet another one. The last time I was looking for the gents and I stumbled upon an interview by accident. But anyway, if you like it, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up and like, and I hope you will. Thank you.